That's good intro music. Don't know where T went, but yeah, there you go.
Temptations.
I apologize.
There you are.
Phone call right in
Oh.
the beginning of this. I said, oh, shit. Oh, what's going on, everyone? I hope everybody had a safe 4th. Everybody still has all their digits.
Fingers and toes and everything.
Yes, yes. And teeth, preferably.
Right.
Sorry for the absentee, as my moniker is. Just had shit going on. We're still around. We'll go ahead and get some. Yes, I caught that reference. I think they all should wear this hat. But let's go ahead and get the boilerplate shit out of the way. First and foremost, anything we say on here is for entertainment purposes only. That means we're just a few like-minded folks voicing an opinion, and you don't got to believe it, and it's not meant to necessarily be factual. It is an opinion of two people just discussing whatever's on their mind at that time. I encourage you, if you have enough IQ points to do so, go and research things yourself.
When I was a kid, that's what I used to do.
If you do not understand what that means, get a thesaurus, call a friend, do something. Furthermore, we do not give a shit if you are offended with anything we say here. We are adults on this platform. We're not trying to be your friend, and we sure as hell probably don't want to be on your Christmas card list. Well, for that matter, you may not even celebrate Christmas if we offend you. So,
Weirdos. Yeah.
Just going and putting that out there. If you are offended, find a safe space, crawl in it, and stay there. That being said, everybody can see that our title tonight is Treachery Thursday. There's the only name I could really come up with, but I thought there's plenty we could throw in there. We're going to cover Pam Bondi and all the fuckery surrounding the Epstein files. And we're going to talk about cloud seeding, and we're going to talk about the tragic floods that hit Texas. There's definitely some things afoot. That being said, let's go ahead and kick things off and jump right into our favorite AG, Pam Bondi. Sex Man, what is your take on this whole thing about the Epstein files with her?
I think that most of the stuff that could have been, damning to people that is cover-upable was probably either redacted or destroyed shortly after the whole Epstein thing, and unfortunately it was run on during the election. And that, whenever it was like, well, yeah, it's sitting on my desk and we're gonna put everything out there. I don't know that she was saying a lie. I think she may have overextended herself on what was actually available. It's kind of like hiding servers in your basement and then destroying them right when the FBI wants them. I think a lot of that shit was already gone. All the juicy stuff uh, a long time ago.
Okay.
That's my take on it. I
Okay.
mean, why lie about something like that when you know everybody wants to see it? I can see though, it's like talking a big game and going too far, and then like, oh shit, now I got to explain myself, and it's not going to sound good any which way I do it.
Okay. Um, I can certainly see that point of view and that being a possibility. I guess I'm
I agree. White circle of doom. Oh, here we are. So until we until T Hop's back in, um, yeah, I mean, there's lots of other takes that you could do on this. There's, what are we trying to hide? Um, and that could very well be the case too. Uh, I don't know. Like I said, I think there's a lot. There's maybe too much at stake for election purposes down the road to lie about something like that. Just my take. But uh, let's see. What else can we go over here? Yeah, there must be a black helicopter over your house. There we go. So we'll just keep talking until T gets back on here. Um, I'll get his take on cloud seeding. Um, you know, cloud seeding is a thing. It's been used for a long time. Um, I know where I used to live, they did not do it very often. Um, but every once in a while, they did do it. But you kind of got to have, the whole, um, is this a DARPA thing? Is this a trying to cover up something thing? I had some weirdo flat earthers, talking about, is this a, trying to cover up because there's three adults that had kids out there that were, linked to some nefarious or trying to uncover something in the government. And I don't know that I would go that far. Cloud seeding is a thing. It's kind of like global warming or something else. You can make it as sinister as you want it to, but really it's just there to rain out clouds. And you have to have existing clouds to make it work. It doesn't just magically, create stuff in the atmosphere and, rain comes down. Um, there was a couple of guys from NOAA that, had a good take on it. And it was like, okay, they cloud seeded 2 days before, um, and 180 miles away. Now, cloud seeding is immediate for the most part. Um, you you fly a plane over, you put out some silver nitrate stuff like that, and uh, you get the molecular bond. Rain falls sometimes. Um, So no, I don't think there was anything nefarious about cloud seeding. And you also have to understand, this is the Texas Hill Country, and everything from you know Dallas Fort Worth, making a straight line all the way down, Austin, San Antonio, everything west of that is always prone to flash floods. Um, you know, 15-20 minute rain 50 miles away, and if it hits the right spot, somebody's gonna get some wet feet maybe, or you'll just get a pretty picture. But oh no, T can't phone home, which is interesting because I did watch ET the other day. Uh, so apparently, all you need is a speak and spell, some aluminum foil, and a record player and an umbrella, and I think you should be able to get back on the live, and a big glowy finger. That always helps. Hey, there you are.
What's up? I'm
Ah,
back.
fancy
What the
meeting you
hell
here.
I swear I didn't do that. It just disconnected me, and I don't know what the hell was going on.
All right.
All right. Good save, brother. Good save. I was trying to participate but couldn't. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe I don't know. I got
Well, it was lightning earlier.
Well, yeah, you're slightly north of me though.
Yeah.
About the cloud seeding thing, it's been going on for years, like you said. I remember as a kid, it was always speculation. I couldn't remember, if it was real or it was like, myth. But it does go on, like you said. Um, what I do have a question for, and I don't have the answer. When everything happened in North Carolina and it flooded back in the winter or the fall, wasn't there some cloud seeding or something that went on prior to that storm coming through?
I don't know. I don't know why you'd need a cloud seed with a big. Was it a hurricane or a tropical depression by then?
I don't remember. I just know it fucked everything up. But it's not a matter of needing, it's a matter of did it happen?
Oh, yeah, man, I don't know.
Because you already know there's some things that are there in the Appalachians that they want.
Hmm.
And if you get if you I guess displace the populace, then you pretty much can rape the land how you want.
Oh yeah, force them to
Still
sell,
no
and yeah, you got minerals out the wazoo.
And while I understand that where this flooding happened in Texas, it's not necessarily near some other things. There is another large deposit of something in northeast Texas and maybe the adjoining states. I believe there's a strong deposit of lithium.
Hmm.
Now, I'm not saying that anything happened to gain access to any of this or anything of that nature, but with the amount of fuckery we've seen around the globe, or in the country primarily, I mean, look at what happened in North Carolina and Tennessee, and nothing surprises me. And I can see, I can see, I guess it's not beyond the realm of possibility any kind of shit like this happening. The other thing I see is that, you know, there were some things that happened that shouldn't have happened. Did you see where the one fire chief refused to send rescue?
Oh yeah, that stupid son of a bitch in Austin,
Yep.
and
Over
and that
over
right that
money.
right there tells you
Uh huh.
Austin.
Yep.
And yeah. Um,
He should be shit canned and charged.
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, his ass should be brought up on charges by the Texas AG because he cost how many lives by not providing the assets that were there in Austin to help with this horrible disaster.
Yeah. Uh, And I wouldn't. I could see Paxton going in there and doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd meet much resistance.
Okay. I don't think it would either. I think it'd be pretty easy to get him. It just amazed me that this guy did this. It was like, wow, you know. And of course, he's responding, trying to save his own ass, but there's nothing to say. You made the comment, and the firefighters union wants his ass fired.
Yeah.
You know, to make a statement like that over some money that's owed for past operation or something, and you're going to withhold assistance because the state or the city owes you money or whatever, the region. What kind of bullshit is that? It's not your place to withhold that. That's a matter for another day.
And unless this guy is either certified, I'm not going to say the R word, but he would have to be that or willfully ignorant to make a statement like that, because he of all people. So first responders, especially in a chief role, know that whether you like the organization or not, if a city government comes in there and they responding to a disaster like that, and they lose a fire truck or equipment, stuff like that, FEMA's going to cover it.
Yeah.
FEMA will cover stuff like that. So to throw that out there as an excuse, and it's a bullshit excuse when you have thousands of volunteers going out the same day. It's asinine, it's reckless, it's criminal. It's what it was.
Yep. I agree. Absolutely. The thing that really really stuck out, the thing that just is so sad, is that camp.
Oh yeah.
All the little girls. And I keep seeing these memes of the different, of Jesus standing there and the little girls running up to him.
Right. Yeah.
I cannot imagine the terror those children felt, and to lose their lives like that. I mean, and imagine the families.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then you've got people like this fucking pediatrician who shot off her mouth. Did you see that?
Yeah, she should never be allowed kids again.
Oh no! Well, you saw the shit canned, and now she's on the making all these statements, trying to backpedal and apologize.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
fuck you! You need your damn license yanked.
Right.
Your ass don't need to be even in a medical facility.
Yeah, if you are so eat up with politics and people that you just don't, that you don't agree with, that you don't need to be around kids. This just is what it is.
Exactly. If you're that warped, then you have no business being in doctors. As a doctor, doing anything.
But yeah, I also saw where, and this kills me too, was the fact that NOAA put out 4 flash flood alerts before it happened. 3
Right.
of them were the regular, hey, there's a flash flood, warning. And the 4th one was, you need to pack up and head to high ground now, or
Yeah.
you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
And I can understand, being out there, a wife made a good point. My boy and I went and camped 2 years ago about 60 miles from here, and there is no cell service. Once you get off the road, there is nothing out there unless you smoke signals or you train a bear to get back to the road.
For damn
You're not
set.
gonna. And as much as I hate seeing sprawl and shit in the woods, maybe a cell tower would be nice. I mean, that it happened back in 1987 as well. Same thing. And you just a cell tower isn't going to hurt anything out there.
No. Well, the thing is too that they're trying to say because Trump made all these cuts to FEMA or to the NOAA or whatever. No, that has nothing to do with it.
Well, those cuts don't come until October.
Well, this is the left trying to capitalize on tragedy. That's how they roll.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here reading the pediatrician's comment. This is where she was backpedaling. She says, I speak to you as a mother, a neighbor, a pediatrician, and a human being who is deeply sorry. I take full responsibility for a social media comment I made before we knew that so many precious lives were lost to the terrible tragedy in Central Texas. I understand my comment caused immense pain to those suffering undescribable grief, and for that I am truly sorry. And then she goes on to say, anyone who sat in my office, cried on my shoulder in moments of loss, afforded me the privilege of helping their child grow, or trusted me with their child's life, knows that I am tirelessly committed to children's medical care and would never be so callous as to make such a remark about the lives cut so terribly short. I did not choose my words with the sensitivity the moment required, or with any awareness of the heartbreaking loss that will later come to clear to all of us. Now, hold on.
You knew kids were
Hold
dead.
on. She said exactly what she fucking meant and didn't give two greasy shits. What happened was her dumb ass got shit canned. And now they're looking at her fucking licensure. So that's it. It's a farce.
Yeah.
Read the statement she made. You know, her comment said, Kerr County voted to gut FEMA. They deny climate change. May they get what they voted for.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe you can break it down because I'm a dumb redneck. What the fuck does that sound like to you?
It sounds like she knew exactly
what they voted for.
Yeah, she knew exactly what she was talking about.
What it was is she's trying to be a wingnut bitch, and she thought she could say what she said and make it just cryptic enough where dumb people wouldn't figure it out. And what happened was there was more smart people than she accounted for.
Yeah.
And she got exactly what she deserved. I personally think she should be shit canned and lose her fucking license. Period.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She wants to get a licensure somewhere else, she can go to another fucking state and apply. She won't get it in the state of Texas. Her ass won't be able to damn get it. She won't be able to fucking ring people up in a damn.
She could go to Guatemala or Honduras.
Yeah. Exactly. Go do what you gotta do, brother. So, amazing. But I know I got cut off a little while ago when we were talking about Bondi, our favorite AG, and I'm gonna go ahead and fire off some of my suspicions. Saxman brings up a good point of view, and that may very well be the point. But what I'm going to point out is that I don't trust. I believe there's something out there on the Epstein shit. Yeah, they may have destroyed things, but you cannot tell me the fucking federal government can't go and dig and uncover shit. Look at how they burned the Jan 6 folks, all those patriots. They hunted them some bitches down like a bunch of Boba Fett's out of a Star Wars movie. They went out of their fucking way to find them, prosecute them, and run them into the damn ground. And you're telling me that you can't find the shit on the Epstein stuff? Yeah, no. Absentee don't buy that paper.
I don't know. Like I said, it's been so freaking. But yeah, you're right. You're talking about that. It's just been so. I mean, even with the past administration, so convoluted, and I don't
I,
know.
my thought is that there's the shit that they gave to the media, which was basically toilet paper,
Yeah.
and there's the shit that they have sitting on their desk somewhere that's fucking above top clearance or top secret because it has so much shit embedded in it that's gonna bust people's ass. Because I can almost promise you, judging by the people we heard about on Flight Manifest and shit, I bet you there's so many high important people on there on all sides of the fucking aisle and in world leadership that they're afraid that it would undo all the damn bullshit that they try to get people to. Okay, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. Forgive me. Put on your tinfoil hats. Life day to day, we're basically led. They want us all to be sheeple. All right.
Hmm.
Media tries to steer us one way. Advertising tries to steer us one way. Celebrities try to steer us one way. Politicians try to steer us one way. They want all of us to go lockstep and believe whatever bullshit they tell us. Now, there's a handful of us, like many of us here, that say, something stinks in Denmark. Look at COVID. Classic example.
Hmm.
And so, if they were to let this list come public, how many of these people who influence your day-to-day life in one way or another would be implicated? And it would undo this fucking Ponzi scheme of power they've been working on.
Probably a lot.
Well, I'm
I mean,
I'm just saying it. I believe it's so far-reaching, and there's so much debauchery and fuckery in this thing, and it names so many people and so many organizations that it would be world-changing. And some of the very people it implicates are at the top of the food chain.
well, yeah. I mean, right now I've only got the one example pulled up, but you got Prince Andrew. Okay, that was Fergie's kid.
Uh-huh.
Uh, paid, what was it? I'm trying to get the price on here, but it was upwards of like $15 million
Yep.
for hush money in this case.
Yeah.
And then it got dismissed after the settlement.
Exactly. Well, this all goes back to our favorite um, baby oil wholesaler, Diddy Combs.
Yeah.
I guess look at all the shit he was involved in and how people kind of went to ground, and then it magically got dismissed due to inconsistencies in his statements about his residency over a juror.
Yeah.
I just will he end up going back to trial? Probably not, because I think again there's so much sick shit going on that they're going to protect it. The government in Hollywood are a bunch of sick fucks. If you live in DC or you live somewhere in the Hollywood Hills, you're all fucked in the head to one degree or another.
Right.
Prove me wrong. To all you politicians out there who like to look at the little people and pretend you're little tyrants out of a Disturbed video, keep living in your glass houses, because you fuckers are as bad as the criminals. At least the mafia had a code of conduct.
Oh yeah, these people are just sick fucks, dude.
Yep. They're a bunch of sociopaths that have the law to protect them. and immunity to everything. The next thing is not only have you got that going on, but then you've got well, I lost my train of thought. I apologize. It'll come back to me. Senior moment. I guess it's just then you got the Hollywood people, which they're almost as well. They're just as bad. They live in a different world. Now, if you've ever been in any kind of television or radio or anything else, television is going to be more important, or movies, any kind of thing where you're in front of a camera. They like all the attention. They like all the spotlight. Okay. So that gives them this false sense of importance. So they think that all their little, what's the word I'm not going to say parasites, all their little, not sheep, all their fans, whatever you want to call them,
Mm-hmm.
fall over themselves to just everything they say is the gospel. And this all kind of goes back to what you were taught in church if you ever went and paid attention about the whole false prophets and everything else. Most of your Hollywood people, they're idols. That's exactly what they are. Look at what's that heifer that my granddaughter likes? Britney Spears. No, not Britney Spears. Come on, Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
The epitome of garbage. Just makes my skin crawl. And you've got shit like that out there influencing our youth, and they look up to those people, and those people set some of the worst damn examples for our youth.
Oh yeah.
And it falls upon the parents truly to try and step in and say, yeah, you don't need to be watching that, or you don't need to be listening to that. But the problem with that is you've got to get them to do the heavy lifting and parent. And those of you who know me know that that's not always the case in what happens. But those are my two things. You've got all these people who influence, and I think this all goes back to the Bondi thing and the Epstein thing. There's so much base, sick shit that goes on behind the scenes above our pay grade, and is condoned and protected, that if any of that shit ever came to light, any real substance, it would undo so many different things. They couldn't put all the fires out.
Yeah.
Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist, been drinking the Kool-Aid too long. Okay, cool. I'll take that. I'll own it. But my spidey sense says I'm spot on. We'll see. That being said, if you go back, I'm going to jump back over the horrible shit that happened in Austin and in Texas. I've watched some of these videos, and it just seems eerily a recap. I mean, it almost makes you think, didn't I just see this in North Carolina?
Yeah.
8 months ago? I mean, it's so almost the same shit. And I just have a hard time. I don't understand, and maybe I'm a dumbass again, but the way some of these floods came, like some of the videos I've seen, it almost looks like a dam broke somewhere, and you've got this big wave of shit just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, that is, your stereotypical flash flood. I mean, and the crazy thing is they'll happen. Like I said, where I was living, we have it was an old draw, what people around here would call a creek, almost dry creek. But the draw ran through town.
Yeah.
And if it rained 40 miles away, like consistency for a couple of days, especially in the spring, summertime when we got most of the rain, boom, that sucker, and water's fast.
Right.
But Yeah, it's amazing. It's literally looks like something out of a movie that should not happen, but does.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it just seemed so surreal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems so surreal. One thing I'd like to do too. Did you see the Coast Guard rescue swimmer that saved all those people?
I heard a tiny bit about that, but I did
His
not
name,
watch it.
sorry, his name is Scott Ruskin. He's 26. Helped direct girls from Camp Mystic to rescue helicopters. They say Coast Guard rescue swimmer saves 169 people in first mission during hill country floods.
Damn.
This is off. Let me see what feed this is on what site. Um, KSAT.com. So it's legitimate. It's not some shit I pulled out my ass, folks. I know some of you won't say it is, but I'm just saying. But yeah, it says that amid the devastating floods, he's being recognized for his bravery. I'm not trying to give him prop. I'm not trying to take away from the horrible loss, but when you see somebody step up,
Oh yeah.
do things like that, it deserves to be recognized on some level. I mean, you know,
That kid's gonna get a medal.
well, I mean, it
Rightly
says
so.
possibly. It says it was his first mission as a rescue swimmer. Um, Early Friday morning, he received a call to join the Texas Task Force One of the 28 urban search and rescue teams under the FEMA. The team left Corpus Christi at 7:0700 and encountered some of the worst flying he had seen. What should have been an hour-long flight became a 7 or 8 hour flight, and it just went from there. I mean, thank God we have people like that out there trying to do what they could to help. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there that were boots on the ground trying to do anything they could to help people as well. I'm not trying to take from their efforts by any means. I just saw something about him and wanted to bring it up. Um, Props.
Oh yeah.
We need
Yeah,
more people like that.
absolutely. I guarantee I'd hate to be having to do search and recovery right now though. That would just suck.
Um, I just looked up something. Well, it's an AI overview, so I don't know how much true it is. It's off Google, but it's about cloud seeding. I know we're jumping around a little bit, but it says cloud seeding is a weather modification technique that aims to enhance precipitation from clouds, which you said, either by increasing rain or snow or by dispersing fog and mitigating hail. It involves introducing substances like silver iodide or dry ice into specific types of clouds to encourage the formation of ice crystals, which grow and fall as precipitation. Um, Again, I just don't. It seems, I'm not saying this caused it by any means, but it just seems bizarre that you had cloud seeding that took place 2 days prior, and then all this happened. Now, I'm not saying it caused it, but I'm a firm believer where there's smoke, there's fire. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not saying I have anything to support that. I'm just saying I have suspicions. I trust nothing. Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
this day and age, can you really believe the shit you see?
Oh no, and that's the crazy part about it is, you know, of all the weird shit that's happened since 2019,
Yeah.
hardly any of it I would have ever expected in my lifetime. So no, I
Well,
mean,
I think back to me and you standing down there at Lakeland, right?
right?
All that shit was popping off. Even then, how jacked up things were. did you ever think this country would be this jacked up from that time till now?
No.
Dude, I
No.
want to go back in time, go back to that seafood place that will die, that place
Right.
in Pocket, and go back and get another one of them damn steaks, dude.
Oh yeah.
Next time when I say I'm paying for it, don't get some chicken fried pork chop shit. Get you a steak. I'm just saying, get the steak.
Steak's always a good choice.
I mean, that cow died for you.
Right. He gave his life for you.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Circle of life. But yeah, I mean, I just think back to that. I think back to, I remember me and you standing down there and looking at all that shit and all those people down there, pro-Trump and, about all the shit that was going on. And, you could feel the energy.
Oh yeah.
But then everything just fell apart, And to feel that kind of energy and to be part of something like that, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's just a shame that all that fuckery ensued in 2016. Or that wasn't 2016, that was 2020, 2019, I think.
Yeah, 2019.
It was somewhere in there. It sucked regardless.
19, early 20.
Yeah, it was 20, I think, or somewhere in there, because it doesn't matter. Old news. But the point being, to see how bad this country's gone inside of 10 years. I mean, actually, it was inside, what, 5?
Yeah.
So if you had that much fuckery and turmoil in 5 years, what are we going to look like in another 5?
I don't know. Even after the win, I'm still a big proponent of the national divorce, because how at this point, how are you gonna fix people's hearts and minds? You're not.
You can't. They're either one or the other now. There's no in between, and we'll get to that in a second because that brings up another point I want to touch on. We're so divided. I don't think there's a middle ground. I don't think you can get somebody to come in and do a middle ground. I think back, I've always said this, the parties need to be dissolved.
Yeah.
Because they're a joke. And what it is, the parties sit there and they have their groups of people, but they don't really do anything. And the people that are in the parties, they'll hide behind the parties to protect themselves and their power. You shouldn't have a party you can hide behind. You should run on shit and be held accountable for what you ran on.
Yeah.
But when you're in a party like the DNC or the RNC, it protects you. It's like you've got this force field around you, and you can pretty much do or say anything. And as long as it's lockstep with the rest of the fucktards in your group, you're golden.
Oh yeah.
So that's a problem. Now, I know that Elon is throwing some kind of temper tantrum with Trump. And I'm going to be honest with you, with some of the things Trump's doing, I'm beginning to say, don't get me wrong, I'm glad he's president. I don't agree with some of the way some things are going.
Yeah.
I think we need to put boot to ass. I think the ICE thing we're doing is exactly what needs to happen. I think when people try to interfere with us enforcing law, their ass needs to be locked up. Like if you're the mayor, you're a fucking governor, you're
senator,
a civic leader, whatever. If you get in the fucking way or you put hands on somebody, your ass is going to jail and you're being prosecuted just like John Q. Public and Julio over there.
Right.
You're all going to fucking hearings. You're not going to be preferential treatment. You're going to be taking a shit in the room with the other 10 people that are in there. All right? You aren't getting any special treatment.
That ain't fun.
So I think that needs to happen quickly. Zero tolerance. Because that would stop all these chest-beating fucking politicians trying to get photo ops. Because when they start having to go to jail and they're worried about having a sore asshole when they wake up the next morning. They're going to rethink their options.
Right.
The other thing I want to touch on, I'm going back to Elon for a minute. I like Elon on some things, but I don't know. Him starting a third party fucks the country. Because what will happen, he'll pull enough people to cripple the Republicans, but he won't have enough to get anything done, and the Democrats get reelected each and every time.
Yeah.
Because they've drank the Kool-Aid, they've programmed all those damn sheeple. It's like a bunch of lemmings. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. It's like watching a damn Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure rerun.
Right.
I'm just saying, if the same thing happened when Perot ran. Back in the, was it the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah, Perot ran in the 90s. I like Ross Perot. I like
it too.
But what happened, he ran against Daddy Bush, and it pulled enough votes away because other people said, hey, we like this guy, that Bush couldn't get reelected, and it cost both of them an election, and the Republicans the Democrats just walked right in.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, man.
Like I said, the doing that and splitting the vote, you're always going to lose against something like, well, right now anyway, you're going to lose against something like that because, like you said, you're running against a cult.
Yeah.
A
Exactly.
big leftist cult, and even if they have infighting, they're all going to vote for each other. So,
Let me tell you this: if the Democrats get back in office, you'll have no borders. That's gone. They will defund ICE. You will have mayors all over the country like this fucktard is trying to get in New York.
oh yeah,
You will see this country ripped out from under you, and you will be living in fear for the rest of your life. And you can forget the Second Amendment and all that shit. It's going to be sold right down the damn river as soon as they can figure out a way to do it.
and there's a another big problem that I won't get to on this one, but just allude to it and do your own investigations, but go check and see who and what religion and what party every major city governor, city mayor in Great Britain.
Yeah.
And you'll see that bigger problem spread across this nation like lightning, because it's already happening in Canada.
Yep.
And I don't care if you're a Christian or not. That will be a problem to everybody.
It will. And people better wake up. Just riding around fucking cruise control is about to bite us in the ass. We're about to hit a wall.
Yeah.
And you can say, I always hear people say, oh, I'm not going to worry about it until it's my doorstep. Well, let me tell you something. If it gets to your doorstep, you're fucked.
Too late. Yep.
Game over. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You are done. Bend over the guardrail and kiss your ass goodbye. Period.
Game over, man.
I'm just saying, well, we're supposed to use harsh language. So,
right.
I'm just saying. I mean, we have become the most ineffective nation on the planet. We're lazy. We're easily led. We have the attention span of most gnats at barbecues. We've lost sight of our principles and the very foundation our founding fathers put in place for this great nation. And if we don't get back in touch with those things and right the ship, I can almost guarantee you that the 250th anniversary of this republic might be the last.
Yeah.
There won't be a 260th or 275th. you can pretty much bet your ass we'll be defunct and gone.
Yeah, don't think that the next generation is going to save your ass either.
Yep. Next generation's already bought into the whole damn bullshit. They sold us out. And I don't think there's enough people left that aren't going to say, oh, the Constitution's an old document. We need to revise that. Yeah, okay. And that will be the downfall of the Republic.
Yep.
I don't want that for my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids. They don't deserve to live in that because they're going to see warfare.
And I don't think people understand how close that, you know, in 2 or 3 voting cycles, you're going to have this, you know, this generation coming up that would probably say, you know what, let's do a convention of states and get rid of the second. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it really wouldn't surprise me, man.
Well, you got to get enough people in the convention of states right now. We still need, what, 15 states to get in?
Yeah, and it's hard right now because, I mean, you know, I still follow that convention of states thing.
Yeah.
And it's hard because right now we just come off a win. And so everybody's complacent. And the next time it comes up, it might not be an R up there.
Nope. Might be a C.
Yeah. And it's going to be really hard after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And right now, I don't see the Republican Party doing Vance any favors. And I'm afraid that if they don't get on the fucking ball, he's going to be fighting an uphill battle. He ain't going to win shit.
Yeah.
And I like Vance.
I do too. I heard him talk the other day, and I can't remember what it was right now, but I mean, the dude's after hearing the last 2 presidents, he's really articulate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he's a jarhead.
Yeah.
I like Vance. I think he make a good leader. I think he's got the potential for it. But the problem is the people in front of him are not doing their due diligence to make a path for him to go in there and assert control.
Right.
I mean, and that's a problem. I mean, and God only knows what they're going to prop up to go against us in 2028.
God, I hope it's AOC.
2025, whatever damn year it is we do next election.
I hope it's AOC.
Yeah, but with the next generation coming up, dude.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of playing Russian roulette with that one. It's either going to be a super win or the last, you know, duly elected.
Vanguard, you run, you got my damn vote. I'm on board with that shit. Fuck yeah.
Do it.
His theme song will be America, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's the dude. Vanguard. He needs to run. I will throw my full weight behind that nomination.
So let's get the paperwork going.
Hell yeah. Let's make that shit happen right now. I'm down with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how you need to do it. Well, I hate to talk and run, but I've got something I've got to take care of very soon when I get here. So I want to go ahead and wrap things up if we can, or at least let me dip out. As always, Vanguard, I want to thank you for everything you're doing. We really appreciate it. I apologize to everybody for my absence. I've just got shit going on, and I'm trying to get here when I can. That's not to say people can't throw down and get up on here and bitch without me. I'm not the only guy who can do it, but I just want to put that apology out there. I'm still around, just got shit I'm taking care of. Vanguard, again, thank you. Sex Man, I'm going to give you the floor, let you give some pearls of wisdom before we sign off.
All right. Stay prayed up. Don't get complacent. I think that's what I got.
I'm going to go with that too. Condom sense. One thing I'm going to point out, definitely stay prayed up. God will see you through things. he may not see you through things in the way you want, but he's going to see you through the things in the way you need. And always remember, you've never got a hurdle put in front of you can't overcome with faith and keeping your eye on the prize.
That's right.
I know that's easier said than done. I'm living proof of that, but I'm saying it can be done. Keep the faith. That's the only thing that's going to get us through any of these problems we run into through life, whether it's in our own personal lives or out here in the world around us. I mean, stay prayed up, stay vigilant, keep your head on a swivel, and if you can legally, I highly suggest that you get you a concealed carry and learn to be proficient, because no one's coming to help you.
Yeah.
And that's a good point, Vanguard. Remember, the more you think you sin, the closer you are to God. He ain't lying.
No.
You know, I find myself a lot nowadays second guessing everything. And when I'm thinking about some of the things I think about, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. There's times when I'm thinking about what I'd like to do.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm out on one of my walks trying to walk out my frustration. And the whole time I'm walking, saying, Lord, please take the hate out of my heart so I can just, I won't find that happy medium. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Instead of just looking for that vengeance. And so far, that's exactly what he's done in one way or another. But, man, he ain't lying. Vanguard's spot on with that. I'm here to tell you. So, but that being said, again, everybody, thank you for being here tonight. I hope we didn't bum you out or bore you too bad. We tried to stay on point, and we will try and be back sometime next week. Just bear with us. All right. That being said, thank everyone for being here, and we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.
Good night.